Hi, internet friends. This is Judy, and I hate the rain, and it really affects me. I don't know that I have seasonal affect disorder, but when we have more than one day of rain in a row, it really saps my energy and it really just makes me sad. And this week it has rained 3 days in a row, and I've lost my motivation. I've eaten what I shouldn't have, and I'm just gloomy. So this week it's going to be a short video because I have very little to show you or tell you other than I found some weight. It was hiding. It was just right, like probably in my closet, but it jumped out this week and it grabbed a hold of me. But I did want you to see this new dress I'm wearing. It's actually a cover up for Swimsuits for All, and I bought it just before COVID because my daughter and I were supposed to go on a cruise, and I only have one cover up and it was in kind of sad shape. So I said, I need another one, and it was on sale. So I bought it, and it is super cute. Back up a little bit and see if you can get a better look at it. It has this little detail at the bottom, but it was tight when I bought it, and it was much, much shorter. And as you can see, it's a dress now, and it's very cute, and I like it a lot. So that was the win for the week. And the other win for the week, totally non-scale victory, although may have contributed slightly to the weight gain, is that on Monday, I believe it was, no, it was Wednesday or Thursday, I went on a bike ride in the morning for 13 and a half miles. And then in the like an hour later, went on a 5.5 mile walk for a total of 19 miles in one day. Can you imagine? Because I know I couldn't imagine when I started this on August 1st and I was walking 3 miles a day and thought I was going to die, that 2.5 months later, I would be able to do 19 miles in one day. I am impressed with myself, and I'm impressed with my friends who walked me. You know who you are. And so that is my two non-scale victories of the week, and I really am very proud of myself. Now, getting back to this week's weigh-in, let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll come back and vlog for a minute. So here we go, this week's weigh-in.
Here we go again. Well, I'm not really surprised. 219.2. As I said, not really surprised. I have had a day of eating. Or a day. I've had a week.
So, as you can see, I found some pounds in my closet. But it's all good because this, as I've said before, is an odyssey. It is a journey that has trials and tribulations. And this week, I stopped and looked around for a while. And I backed up a little bit and visited someplace I'd been before. And you know what? Totally okay. Totally okay. It is fine to take a break. It is fine to slip up for a night. And I slipped up in the best ways possible. My daughter came over for a surprise. We have Wednesday night dinners every week, but this week she was able to come over on Saturday night as well. And we had chicken piccata, homemade chicken piccata over linguine, and we had garlic bread. And I had all of it because it was wonderful. It was celebratory. It was comforting and cozy, and it was perfect. But I did the same thing on Wednesday night, not the same meal, but that same kind of indulgence. And I only biked twice, walked once this week because of the rain. So I was a little out of rhythm. But you know what? It's totally okay. It's totally okay. If this is going to be a lifestyle for me, a change of habit to become a new, healthier habit, then it has to be okay. Because if it isn't okay, it would feel like I had failed, and then I would quit, because failure is never a fun feeling. So, like I said, totally okay. I found a couple. I can lose a couple. I don't ever have to lose anymore because I have a new love for being outside and walking, and my numbers are great. But you know what? If I want my numbers to really stay great, then I do need to lose some more, but it can take a year. It can take 4 years. It's all fine. I am so happy with where I am right now. I can't say that enough. But that does bring me to my mood and my emotions. So I thought I would touch base here because maybe some of you experience the same thing and want to hear that you're not alone. I'm really hoping that you post that in the comments so I don't feel like I'm alone. But I struggle and have my whole life with managing strong emotions. And I have strong emotions. I'm a big personality. I used to be a big girl with a big personality and big emotions. I'm a little bit less big, but I still a big personality and I have big emotions, which I struggle to manage effectively. There's nothing wrong with having big emotions, but it's knowing how to handle them when appropriate. And I struggle with that. I struggle with frustration, and sometimes I struggle mightily with anger. When I find myself frustrated, especially about the same thing over and over again, each time I get quicker to frustration and then quicker to anger about it. I get very, very frustrated, and sometimes with others. I am very, very hard on myself, and perfectionism at work, at home, and I hold my others to the same standard I hold myself to. Never forget. And I may have told you this story before, and if I did, I apologize. But my first therapist, and I highly, highly recommend therapy. I think everyone could benefit from therapy. Sometimes it's frustrating, you don't make progress quickly, but it is so good to help you find insight about yourself and become self-aware and help you grow. But anyway, my first therapist said to me in our first visit, after listening to me for a little while, she said, "You're really hard on yourself." And I said, "Yes." And she said, "I bet you're not that hard on other people." And I said, "Oh, no, you're wrong. I am just as hard on other people." And that surprised her. I don't know if it surprised her that I was self-aware enough to know that I was just as difficult on other people, but I totally am. I expect a lot of myself, and I expect the people that I work with, especially, to hold themselves to the same standards, and they don't. And I don't know that they have to. And I don't even know if that's a good thing, but I do. When I work extremely hard, and I strive to do the very, very best job I can, probably striving for perfection. Do I achieve it? Never, 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 never. But I work my butt off to try to get there. And I get very frustrated with coworkers sometimes who don't seem to have any motivation to work hard or to improve. And then I get mad. And the worst part about that is now even though I'm working really hard and I'm trying really hard and I'm trying to do a really good job, I give off the impression of being bossy and of being difficult. Now, that's not something that anybody wants people to think they are, but I do, and I always have. And that is an emotion that I am struggling with. I also, when I'm working hard and I hit brick walls, like say in my travel business, I had a situation today where I had a client's flights for today got canceled late last night. And I ran into a lot of brick walls in trying to get their trip back on track. I encountered long wait times. I encountered customer service representatives that didn't listen, weren't understanding, and seemed clueless. They probably weren't, but I was so frustrated that I wasn't getting anyone to understand what I was trying to do or the importance of it to my clients. Was I able to fix it today? Not really. They're not going anywhere today. They're going tomorrow, but that's not what they wanted. And like I said, I want to be perfect. So I want to fix the problem, even though it's not a problem I created. And even though it is not a problem that I can fix, I get very upset with the customer service representative and with myself that I can't fix it, that I am not a magician. I know that those things are just not realistic. And I ended up having a very, very sad morning between not being able to give my client exactly what they wanted. And let me tell you, my client was amazing, is amazing, handled everything really in her stride. And I know I would not have handled it as well as she did. I was proud of myself that I didn't really get too upset with any customer service representative, nor did I just shut down, which sometimes I do when I can't create magic. I did work my way through it while also working at the same time at Starbucks, which was crazy. And I'm sure Starbucks wouldn't like that, but I didn't have a choice. It was 4 o'clock in the morning. I have a client at the airport with no flights. So I did the best I could. I was probably only off the floor for 5 minutes. My shift supervisor covered me. That worked out fine. But it partially set the tone for my morning in general, ran into challenges at work, and just snowballed. And by the time I left work, I was done, mentally done. And so the plans I had for this video just didn't happen. I had planned to try to sneak in a dance video for you because I promised it to you and try to make a meal. Now I did make the meal and ate the meal. It was barramundi over kind of a potato hash with lime crema. It was really good. I didn't think I'd like the fish. I did, but I had intended to video it for you and I just didn't have the bandwidth. And just making this part of the video has been a challenge. I just really didn't feel like it today. When you put all of the little things that tripped me up today and 3 straight days of rain, I just didn't have it. And trying to manage my strong emotions is something that I need to more consistently work on. I have some workbooks that are for a type of therapy my therapist recommended called DB therapy, dialectic behavior therapy. And it was created for some other mental health issue, and then they found that it could really help people with strong emotions. So, and I know everyone has strong emotions. I think that my issue is my emotions go from 0 to 60 in less than a second. And that is something that I would love to mitigate. And I have meditated and I have done the beginnings of therapy. And I think it's just such an ingrained habit. I mean, I'm 57 years old, and this old dog does not want to learn a new trick. But at the same time, this old dog wants to stop running into this same wall. So my takeaways for you are, if you feel like you need it, get therapy. If you can't afford it, try something like Calm or Headspace to try to meditate and find a place where you can relax. I'm trying to remember the name of Starbucks. One of the benefits we have is a counseling therapy sessions online, and they're much more affordable. And while I like in-person therapy, it could be a good choice for others. You can use in the moment. It's something that you can use whenever, wherever you are. You're not waiting however long for an appointment. So if you think you would like or need therapy, get help, because it's your life. And if you can improve your life by improving your mental health or your mental well-being, I cannot recommend that highly enough. Second, I hope I get some sun because I need some sun. But if you do suffer from seasonal affect disorder, or just getting sad occasionally when it rains, try to do something you really, really enjoy. Like I did some drawing and that helped. I took a nap, that helped. And I watched an uplifting show, listened to some uplifting music, just something that'll help put you in a better frame of mind, because it's a very slippery slope. Once you do that, then you start putting on sad music and you read sad books or you sleep too much. Sometimes a nap's not the answer. But anyway, I ramble on, as always, part of my charm. And I will leave you with that. Hopefully next week I will be in a better frame of mind and will have for you all of the goodies you expect from me. Thanks again so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying following me on my Odyssey. If you would like to, please leave comments below of what you might be interested in hearing me talk about, or what you might like to see me try, or just suggestions in general. I would love it if you would share these videos with friends or family that you think might benefit from them, or just might like to see me ramble. And subscribe and hit the notification button. Thanks again, and y'all have a great day. Bye.